Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am Chastity Wright, CEO and founder of Beautiful People Rise Up, and I'm here with Miss Yama Fleming. Hey, hey, Yama, how are you?
Hello. How are you? I'm doing great. I hope you are as well.
I'm doing great. So we're here today to introduce to you a new show that we have called You Got This. And I was inspired to come up with this concept by Yama in just general conversation. That is always a quote that she's been saying it for years. And I know people are just starting to say it a lot recently, but she always would say, you got this, because as you know, she's inspired me. Yama, she's a motivational speaker, bomb. She's the bomb. I mean, she's a chaplain. She has a degree in theology, but I don't want to tell her story, but I'm just letting you know, giving her kudos. I'm gonna give you those kudos, right, Yama?
I am honored. I'm telling you, you're the one that's the bomb and all of that. And then some, not just with your gifts and your talents, but with your love and your heart. Oh my goodness, you are amazing. You are an amazing woman. And I feel so honored to be connected to someone so amazing and who has such a beautiful heart for God's people. And not just that, but the talent. Oh my God, you sing, you create art, you draw. I mean, is there anything you can't do? Like, you are simply amazing. So I am the honored one, to be honest with you.
Thank you so much, Yama. You are so kind. And, our purpose for coming together is just to empower, encourage, inspire. We have a couple things on our channel that we do. We do Beautiful People Connect. We have different fundraisers. We post so many different things, but we really wanted to have a one-on-one conversation, just myself and Yama, and actually have this message go out to the world, to you. If you are a person that's striving for excellence, you may be at your high, you may be at your low. It doesn't matter. We have a word for you because we're sincere in what we're talking about. We are sincere in what we're doing. And success is for everybody in my eyes.
Yeah,
if you have a vision, if you believe in something strongly and you are going for it, I mean, that's worth noting. And when you run a race, you don't always get to come in first place. Sometimes you trip and fall, you stumble. And do I know about stumbling? Okay, Yama?
Oh my goodness. More than I can tell you. I could sure write a whole book. Let's talk about novel of stumbling.
Yes.
But getting back up, though. Definitely getting back up to fight the fight, and you get back up stronger.
Yes.
More knowledgeable, more equipped. You understand?
Yes.
So getting back up definitely has its advantages.
And that's what we want to talk about. That's one thing that we want to talk about. But this is just an introductory. We're going to do more shows on You Got This, but we just wanted to introduce this concept and what we're doing to the virtual world. If you have family and friends that you think can benefit from this, please share this video with them. Have them like our Facebook page, which is at BP Rise Up, which stands for Beautiful People Rise Up. That's a nonprofit organization that I created. And it was inspired by a song, an upcoming song that I have that's soon to be released. I'm very close to releasing this song. I know people have heard about it. She always talk about this song. We never heard this song. Did she really have a song? Is she going to put the song out? How long is she going to talk about this song? Well, you know what? I want to present it in excellence. And sometimes we want to put things out, quicker than they need to be out. Like, when you're baking a cake, you need to keep it in there that whole 35 minutes. You might be excited at 25 minutes or 30 minutes, but it's not going to taste the same as if you put it out after that 35 minutes or so of that or cake baking, or the full time of the cake. At 35 minutes, it might be burnt. I don't know. But,
It
whatever the length
depends.
of time is, you
Yeah.
want your projects and your products to be presented in excellence. It makes no sense to do something half. Give your best effort, because people can tell when you put your heart and your soul into it. And next time, if you look at it and say, you know what, I can do this better next time. We'll do it better next time, but still do your best where you are right now, and then evaluate yourself and then grow. Don't put out things prematurely, because you're not going to get the feedback. You're going to always look at that, as, man, I could have done that better. And you may not get the feedback that you want completing the sentence that I started in. I jumped into a different sentence. But you got this. I mean, Yama, tell them, when you always would say to me, you got this, what, why would you say that out of anything else you could tell people? And you told it to me, and I'm sure you've told it to other people. You got this. What was your reason?
My reason was more and more of not just the support, because I love to support the people that I know. I love to support people in their endeavors, but I wanted you to know that. And sometimes just hearing something rings and it registers, and you say, "Oh my goodness, yes, I do. I got this. I got this." And if you could tell yourself and let it register with yourself that you got this, your chest gonna stick out, and you start walking like you know what you got. Okay. So that's what I meant. One of the things that, like I said, I love to support. I love to support people because I know what it's like to be down. I know what it's like to feel like what it feels like when you're alone. And just an encouraging word. Sometimes one word is enough to get you up and going. So "you got this" is a true statement, because you truly do. Believe it or not, you got it. So walk with what you know you got. You got this.
Yes. Thank you. And I received it. And you do need motivation sometimes when you're on your journey. When you begin building, or when you begin building, you may not have all the pieces, you may not have all the tools, you may not have all the resources, but you have it in your heart, and you believe in your mind that you can accomplish this thing. And you may not have people to encourage you, you may not have people to cheer you on. Sometimes you just have to cheer yourself on. You have to believe in yourself enough to say, you know what, I don't care what they say. I don't care who's trying to clown. I don't care who's talking about me. I don't care about all the doors that have been shut in my face, who's rejecting me. Once again, who's talking about me. Who cares? When God has put something in your heart and you know you're supposed to do it, make them into believers. It's so many people that did not believe. People know that I have gifts and talents, but it's like, okay, you keep trying and you fail. You keep trying and you fail. And then what is it in me that I'm like, okay, I'm going to try again? You know what? No, this is not happening to me. And you have to take that attitude. If you fail, you learn something from falling in that moment. And did you really fall, or did you just learn something or acquire some new knowledge that once you apply it becomes the wisdom that guides you into the light that you need to be going, or into the direction? Because all of us, we have a calling on our lives. And my calling and these gifts and talents that I have, it looks like, oh, she does all these things. But the more that you're gifted to do, the more serving that you have to do. It's not just being a leader so you can be a boss and tell people what to do. That's cockiness, that's arrogance. You see a lot of that. A lot of people very arrogant about what they're doing, what they've achieved, and so on and so forth. Believe you me, that table can turn anytime. So you have to walk in humility and understand that your giftings are not for you. They're to bless somebody else, and that you're a servant. Your greatest leaders in the world, they serve. They provided a service to other people. If you're self-serving and it's all about you, or just you and your clique or your crew, or it's not going to last that long. You have to be able to touch and reach the people.
Yeah.
because those are the people that you're in community with. Those are the people that need the impact. Those are the people that need the change. Maybe you're that one person that can help take this person to the next level.
Definitely.
Your gift in itself.
Definitely. Definitely. And a lot of times we look at ourselves, I can speak for myself. I looked at myself as not worthy to have anything to say, not worthy, but my heart really, really, really wanted to help others, right? And then I would hear the negative voices say, "Well, what do you have to say? You don't have anything to say," you know. And then I had to remind myself whose I was and what I did have to say. You understand what I'm saying? So when you're at your lowest of lows, sometimes you just have to check yourself and remind yourself who you are and whose you are. And then you'll be able to say, not only does, somebody else got it, you'll be able to say, I got this. You
Mhm.
understand what I'm saying? I got this. I
Yeah.
am well equipped. I am well ready. I am well prepared. I got this, no matter what it looks like on the outside. Because you were talking about a cake and you were talking about 30 minutes. I love to bake a cream cheese pound cake. But if that oven is too high, the cake can get done on the outside and not be done on the inside. So you want to make sure that you're ready, that you're not just, it's not just what it looks like on the outside, but what it is on the inside as well. So don't let your outside discourage you or fool you. You know what you got on the inside, and you run with what you know is ready on the inside. You run with that.
That's awesome. That's some awesome stuff, girl. I love it. I love it. You know, it's all about love, sharing love. How can you
Yeah,
help somebody
yeah,
elevate to the next level? It's not about
yeah.
competition. If you
No,
can light somebody's
no.
candle and set their world on fire and ignite something within them to make them want to run their race, some
Yeah,
people are sitting
yeah.
on the sideline. You don't have to sit on the sideline and cheer everybody else on all the time. It's
Mm,
okay to cheer people on and to believe in them, but you have to get to the point where you believe in yourself that
definitely.
you got this. You're
Mhm.
able, you're capable, you will do it. You will achieve this. You will get to the next level.
Yes,
You will grow. You will
yes,
help someone else to rise up. You have to determine in your mind and see yourself as a builder, someone
yes,
that is building. And you start with building yourself. You know,
yes.
sometimes we can go and help everybody else. And that's good to a certain extent. You know, don't let people just, use you or pimp you for, yeah, I said pimp you for your gifts and talents. Like all the,
That
because a lot of times people see you and they want your gifting to make their thing great, but they don't want to sew back into what you're doing. So it's all,
mm,
I can remember experiencing that a lot. You're good enough to do it for free, but when it's time to get paid, then you're not good enough. But I'll use you as long as you let me use you. But no, you're not good enough to get paid. Those type of people, you have to stay away from those people because
mm,
they are all about self, how they can come up off of your gift and your talent and then say bye bye to you. And a lot of people, and I endured this. I've been doing things, working in the public since I was a
mm,
child,
mm,
and it's always like, hey, if you just do this for me, I promise I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna hook you up when I get there. And I got to a point where when people would want me to work with them, because I know, inside I'm like, I know I got this, right? Maybe
mm,
it may have not manifested on the level that I wanted it to
mhm,
have
mhm.
manifested, but I knew and I know that I have something special, that I have a gift or I have multiple gifts. And I'm grateful. And I look at having those multiple gifts as being, multilingual. Like when you speak, you're more of an asset when you speak multiple languages. Like if you say, hey, I speak
Oh,
English,
yeah. Right.
French, Spanish,
Mhm,
Japanese, whatever language, it's it says more for you, and you're able to be used in multiple ways. And so
right.
that's how I look at my gifts and talents as, someone may relate to my music, or someone may
Mhm,
relate to my writing, someone
mm,
may relate to design. It could be many different, or coaching or counseling. It could
mhm,
be any of those things that people, can relate to me on. And the funny thing is, someone may know me in one arena, but they don't know me in another arena. But I was able to touch their lives in this arena. And then they're like, whoa, you do that too? And I was like, yeah, you didn't say anything because it wasn't the time. It was about you and where you are. And I believe that gift, or it's just, or those gifts, of course, are from God. In my mind, I can't say what other people believe, but to those people who have multiple talents, use all those talents. People will tell you, they'll tell you, hey, you got to pick one. You do too many things. Well, no. I'm made in the image and likeness of God, the creator, the most high. So you don't tell God that, okay, you can't do an ocean, you can't do a mountain, you can't do a river, you can't do a sky, you can't do, the stars, the galaxy, the atmosphere, different animals. You can't do dogs, cats, butterflies, insects. Do you see where I'm going? God, it's an unlimited resource. When you're a creator, it's an unlimited resource.
Very unlimited.
The greatest ideas that you think right now, in 10 years or 20 years or 30, this stuff will look so old. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there are
cassette tape old.
What'd you say?
Cassette tape old.
Cassette tape old. These kids today, they don't know what half of these things. A record player, what?
The record player.
What are you talking about? It's like for your story. But yeah, so these different gifts and talents that you may have, use them all. Now you may definitely need to focus on one thing to get it off the ground. But remember, you got this. You needed those other things because there was nobody else that was going to do it like you. So to me, God said, I'm going to give her this, or I'm going to give him this, and that. And those are the things that are going to help you to achieve your goals. And you hear I said goals with an
goals
S.
With an S. With an S, because
you have multiple talents, you should be achieving multiple goals.
Definitely. What do you feel, Chastity, was the eye opener for you when it came to your talents and your goals, and where you truly walked in your I've got this status, this way? What was it? Was it a one time? Was it over time? How did that light bulb eventually come on for you, to know that you've got this?
It's just like that aha moment where you just keep failing. It's like, and to other people, they would say, you're successful, you've done this and that. But I'm thinking, I've achieved many, many things, and I've been getting awards since I was a child, whether it was honor roll, perfect attendance, winning spelling bees, being on a track team, playing basketball, cheerleader. I mean, it just went on and on with achieving. I just decided, well, I will be honest, when I was in third grade, I think it was in third grade, I used to attend an elementary school in Akron, Ohio, called Harris. And there was a teacher, my third grade teacher, his name was Mr. Kirkland. So he called himself Kind Kirkland. And so it was so cool, so you remember those, I don't know if you remember, but they used to have these stickers that you used to scratch and they smell good. Like, you might scratch and it smell like grapes or
lemon or
whatever.
Cherry. Yeah.
Jolly Ranchers, whatever it was smelling like. So, you can get a pencil. So it would be like, hey, if you get an A on your paper, you get a sticker. You get a sticker, you get something. And, so I'm like, yeah, I got to get those stickers, so I would like, or I need to get that sucker, I need to get that, that candy or whatever. So the whole, or he's giving out free pencils. And so to kids, you want to win. So, I would try really hard to get the A's, to get the recognition. Like, okay, give me my fries, give me my fries, give me
I'm ready for my gift, please.
It just is achieving, and I saw the response from the teachers when you did good. So I'm like, okay, this means something. Like, I don't think as a child I really realized what achievement was, but
Yeah.
I just know that I wanted the teacher to,
Results.
whatever the sticker or the candy or whatever it was, and the A and the smiley face and some good energy. That's what I was really looking for, and they would say, "Oh, you did so good," and okay, listen, I did good. Okay, I want to hear that again, so I got to do that again. I got to do it again, and it just became a part of my makeup, and maybe I was just kind of born that way to want to achieve and to work hard and not afraid of working hard and giving my best. And then I had people that I looked up to in music that I wanted to be like, and that I admired. And I can remember being a child, and it was the funniest thing, because anybody who knows me, if they know me, they know about 4 artists that I really like. But in the beginning, as a child, nobody to me on this earth came close to Michael Jackson. People can say what they want to say about Michael Jackson, but I love me some Michael Jackson. So you better back up on Michael Jackson, right? But I love me some Michael Jackson. And I love Janet Jackson. Everybody knows that I love Toni Braxton, Mariah Carey. Those are Babyface. Those are some of my favorite artists. But as a child, it was just Janet and Michael. If you wasn't Janet or Michael, don't even worry about it. I was thinking, no, it's just Janet and Michael. That's it. And so you see the excellence in their performances. I don't know if you've ever been to a Janet or Michael concert. I think I've been to like 3 or 4 Janet Jackson concerts. Yeah, you guys.
Oh, wow.
I even had front row seat. And took a bunch of pictures. And I saw Michael Jackson. Amazing and excellent. So when you have different mentors, whether they're your mentors indirectly or directly, you want to mimic that behavior. So that carries over in everything that you do. I know that was kind of a long answer, but you see people and they inspire you, they motivate you, and then you have it within yourself. Can I get to that level?
Right.
And you just keep pressing and pushing and pressing and pushing and believing.
Well, that's actually awesome. I mean, I definitely understand where you're coming from. Never thought I would be a singer. I tried. It didn't work for me. Yeah, not a singer. I know my place.
No, that's cool.
Singing is not it.
Oh, you're a great writer, though.
I love to write. I love motivational speaking. I didn't realize that until I was a debutante. And one of the things we had to write an essay. I think you won if you wrote, I think it was either an essay, you wrote something, but you had to write something and then you had to recite it. I didn't win, but at that time I realized exactly how much I love to write. And
Wow.
I love to get up. And so I didn't really pursue it as hard as I probably wanted to, because I really had a long bout with self-sabotaging my own gifts, like I used to really do that a lot. And but I'm grateful because the gift didn't give up on me. Huh? My gift didn't give up on me. So this is right down my alley. Like my aha moments keep coming. They don't stop.
I love it. And I remember talking to you before, and I said, hey, if you have some poems or something that you wrote, I can turn those into songs,
Yes.
pick out whatever, the part that I think should be the hook or add on to it. And then now we just wrote a song together. So that's still open. It's so easy for me to write songs. They just come, they just pour.
You're amazing. Like it's amazing. You're amazing. You
Oh,
are amazing. Like, really, you got this. Like, no, there's really my words and me telling you that is truly supportive. I know for a fact you got this because I am with you and I hang with you and I've known you for some time. Thank God, we met. And just
you want to
just
tell them how we met? No,
I,
I'm not gonna put you on blast like that.
that's okay.
Okay.
You can.
No,
You
no,
can
I'm not
go
gonna
ahead.
put you on blast.
But I'm grateful our daughters met first and then we met. I'm so grateful for that. And it's been years in the making and we've done so much together. Homeless shelter, workshops for Walmart, just thing after thing after
Yes,
thing. And just beautiful things, just beautiful things for other people. And we love that. I mean, you could tell the desire, fire and desire. Don't make me sing it, but the fire and desire.
Tina Marie and Rick James for us.
Only in my head can I hit those notes, but it's just like amazing and how it all works together. You were chosen to do what you were supposed to do before you got here. So walking in it, the desire to do it, the want to, the wherewithal to do it is a gift. Pursue it with vengeance. Don't let nothing stop you. Like you said, don't let anybody stop you. Don't let what anybody says stop you. Don't let the mistakes you've made in your life stop you. I've made quite a bit of mistakes, but I will not stop. And I'm going to the top. I am going to reach and I'm getting everything that was promised to me. Okay. And then some, because my cup runneth over. Okay. I'm a giver. I'm a giver.
Yes. And it comes back and one thing, it's really true that is it's better to give than to
Oh my
receive. I
God.
mean,
Yes.
really,
Yes.
I used to hear it all the time. I'm like, okay, yeah, well, I want to be getting hooked up. Everybody like, I want to get hooked up. You want for somebody to give to you, but see, this is the thing. When you give, your cup is never empty, and you always have more than enough for yourself and then more than enough to give away. So if your hands are open, then, if they're closed, you can't receive. So when you're giving, your hands are open and you're constantly giving but receiving, constantly giving but receiving. And it's just this cycle. And now you get to help impact somebody's life. You get to help transform somebody's life. And a lot of times you don't know if you're someone's prayer. I mean, you're the answer to someone's prayer.
Someone's prayer. Yeah.
Yes, because you don't know what people pray for, and then you walk up and you bless them. And a blessing is not always monetary.
No.
Let's say that, because it can be a word. It can be just encouragement. It can be somebody pointing you in the right direction.
Yes. Yes. Without a shadow of a doubt, one word can change somebody's world. We've seen it. We've seen it when we were doing the workshops for homeless shelters, when we were going and speaking in different places. We've seen just our words alone, and for us, it had nothing to do with money. Not on our benefit or not on us receiving, because that's not how we showed up for those events. But I'm gonna tell you, nothing can ever take the best thing that I've ever felt. One of the best things that I've ever felt was being able to go speak to the people that we spoke to at the homeless shelter, and that feeling, you cannot put a money value to that feeling of how it feels when you've helped someone, how it feels when you've gone and you've loved on someone when they feel like they're at their lowest, how you show them they've got this. Okay, you got this. I mean, girls started their own businesses from those workshops. Though that was amazing. And for the rest of my life, I want to continue to love people that way, to support people that way, to encourage people that way, and let them know they've got this, because that is like quid pro quo, I guess. It helps you as well as it helps them. It's awesome.
Yes. And those are a few of our experiences. And you are absolutely right. We actually never got paid financially for any of those. And we were traveling like what one place was like an hour, almost an hour away.
was like an hour away, but it was so worth it. And not
in
right.
Atlanta.
And
Yeah,
then when it was over, we didn't want to leave. The people didn't want us to leave. They're staying around, hanging around, talking to us, loving on us, thanking us. You know, you don't know when someone is at their point of, let's just use the worst case, one of the worst case scenarios, at the point of suicide. And
yeah,
what you did with your year was you helped someone love themselves enough not to want to see that happen for themselves anymore. You love them away from suicide. How awesome is that?
yeah.
How much money can you put to that? You can't.
You can't.
You just can't.
You can't. And even encouraging them into sisterhood, because
Oh,
remember, they said a lot of those young ladies, they were all single women,
mhm.
ages between ages 18 to like 30,
30.
that
Yeah.
found themselves homeless, that had
Yeah.
children. Some of them have
Yes.
multiple children.
Yeah.
And, and they even told us, hey, they started becoming friends and
Mm-hmm.
talking to one another. They were living in the same facility and just
Right.
they were in their own world with their children.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a
Mm-hmm.
beautiful thing to see people come together. And
Oh my
that's
gosh.
something that you have, when you got this, I'm not saying you have to partner with everybody and let everybody
Right.
in your space in your business, but you can't do business alone. You need
No.
other people to either, purchase your service or your product or to partner with.
Right.
And you can't
Right.
be afraid, and you have to be able to use discernment to see
Yes.
the people that you should connect with and you should
Yeah.
not connect with. And that's
Yeah.
very important, because
Yeah.
people can be a part of your success and they can sure be a
Oh
part of
yeah.
your failure.
Oh
Either
yeah.
you just have to make sure you're walking the right path, you're doing the right thing, and that you stay ambitious and you stay, driven, and you run the race until you get to the goal
Yeah.
that you set forward
Yeah.
for yourself and
Yeah.
or the reward. Just run the race,
Yeah.
because if you keep letting people knock you down, and sometimes it's yourself knocking you down.
Yes.
Just talking
Yes.
about that self-sabotaging.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I think that's something that we may, if you want to speak on it a little more, or we may do a whole show geared
I
towards.
think that's worth a whole show because a lot of people have that experience. A lot of people, you may not want to talk about it but the verbal music that's playing in your ears a lot of times is not positive. And so you are what you eat. And when you feed yourself the negative thoughts, you allow that to stay alive by keep regurgitating it to yourself, you'll wake up one morning wanting to commit suicide. I've been there and I know. So therefore I can definitely speak on how to pull yourself out of it. Right?
Mhm.
Right? I never want anybody to have to go through that ever, ever. Life is good for me. Life is good with God. Is my life perfect? Don't let the smooth smile fool you. It is not. But what I want to do is encourage you that you can and make it through whatever it is. However, even if it's your own mistakes, even if it's your own, if it's of your own doing, you still can get up and revive yourself and move forward. Yes, you can. You've got this, regardless of what it looks like, regardless of how low you think you've fallen, regardless of what others may be saying, regardless of what you're telling yourself. Just change the verbiage. You got this. And you'll start seeing stuff sparkle and life happening and a smile coming. I mean, it's not like you won't get knocked down. Don't get it twisted. You will. You may. I have, but I ain't giving up. And neither should you, because you got this. Real talk.
Yeah. Real talk. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. We actually gave you a little more than we planned on, but we're sincere about this. We're
Yeah.
dedicated to this. We're committed
Yeah.
to empowering people, encouraging people, motivating people. We just love to pour into people from our experiences. No, we're not
Yes.
perfect. I'm not
Mhm.
perfect. I make mistakes all the time. But the thing about making
Mhm.
mistakes is when you learn from them, when you're able to look
Most
at
definitely.
yourself in the mirror and say, you know what? You did this right. You did this right. You did this right. Maybe you should reconsider this. Learn something from yourself about yourself so you can get to your better self.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
you want to experience life as at your best. And whatever
Yeah.
that best is right now, be that. Be confident.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
you go to the next level and you keep going. And you should never wake up feeling the same. Every day should be a
Mm.
new day. You lay
Yes.
down, you resurrect into that new person, that new experience.
Yes.
Hopefully, you watching, you got this, you know, will spark something within you. Maybe you found one truth that we said that is relative, that you can relate to, and hold on to that, build on that, be all that God has called you to be. Yes,
Definitely.
the most high, whoever the most high is in your life, be be all that you can be, because there is only one of you. You don't need to try to duplicate anybody.
Nope.
You don't need to try to be anybody. Now, it's okay to be inspired, because
Yes.
we've all been inspired by someone else. But don't try to take on somebody else's identity or their persona.
Mm.
You can learn from them, be
Yes.
influenced, but never allow someone else's energy to shine more in you than your own energy.
Yeah.
Well, and what I'm saying is, be yourself, be confident that you got this. And even if it's you taking one step, and for somebody that may not have high self-esteem, or you're like, I don't know, and I'm telling you, you got this, and you right now, you telling yourself you don't got this. I don't know, and but I got this and I got that. You gotta take off all those bags, honey.
Yes.
You cannot carry all those bags, those mental bags, because it's
Yes.
down. It's a mental bag. You're not
It's
really,
it's mental. Yeah.
but you carrying it in your brain, and your brain is about to explode and pop with negativity, because
Mhm.
you
Mhm.
won't let it
Mhm.
go.
Mhm. Mhm.
To let
Mhm.
it go so you
Mhm.
can shine. And when I tell you this, you know, I I had taken a picture on my birthday, and I was looking at that picture, and I said, wow, you can go through so much in life, and life beats you down, just because you're just going through this process, right? And you just
Mhm.
trying to figure it out. Nobody knows all the answers. But I looked at that picture and I said, wow, I saw the glow in my eyes. I said, wow, I'm looking like myself, my old self again, but I'm new. I'm
Yes.
brand new because of the things that I've gone through and overcome, and still running the race, not holding any grudges against
Mhm.
anyone from my past,
Right.
just
Right.
I wish anybody, from my past, love, peace, joy, and happiness. I hope that you
Yes.
get everything
Me
that
too.
life has for
Me
you,
too.
whether
So do
it
I,
was good or
Chastity.
bad. I
Yes.
wish you well. And when you can release, oh goodness,
Mhm.
that takes you to a whole nother level, and you will realize and I don't know who that's for, because I was about to close out, but I, I was led to say this.
Mhm.
This was for somebody.
Mhm.
Just let it go. Let it go, for
Please.
real, for real. When people say for real,
Yeah, right. For real,
let
for
it
real.
go, for
Let it
real,
go.
for real. Freedom is a beautiful thing. Freedom in
Mhm.
your mind, in your soul. It just frees up your body. Your whole energy is different. Your whole aura is different. Your persona is different. Your smile is different. Your walk is different. Your confidence becomes different. And you can really stand in, you got this, or saying, I got
Yes.
this,
Yes.
because it
Yes.
didn't destroy you. Whatever you
Yes.
went through or just came out of the storm, it didn't
Oh,
destroy
thank you,
you.
Jesus. Yes. Yes.
It
You
was
made it.
your
You
life.
made it. You here. You here. You're here. You're here to see another day. Oh my goodness. Let's not even. We're gonna get on another tantrum. And you let the cat out the bag. I haven't really told anyone mostly, but I am an ordained chaplain now. So I'm so excited. I can just anything that I ask God for, He's providing ways for it to happen. Would have never thought, you know, certified life coach, ordained chaplain. I got my degree in theology a long time ago, but keep trucking. Like you said, lighten your load enough to love yourself. Lighten your load enough to love yourself, because that other stuff is baggage and it weighs you down. But lighten your load enough to love yourself. And then you can look at yourself in the mirror and say, you got this every day.
You got this. You got this. And I am so happy for your achievements, Yama. I think it's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I've been in it for years. And you've had it, you know, and you accepting that you got this. That's the beautiful thing.
Oh my goodness.
Knowing that I got this.
Yes.
If I don't have all the answers. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to really close it out this time.
Love y'all.
So thank you for tuning in. Make sure you check our Facebook page, which is at BP Rise Up. That's Beautiful People Rise Up. We will be posting when the next You Got This is. And we also have some upcoming workshops that you can actually join in on, where you can really just be kind of hang out with us for about an hour and a half. And we're going to talk to you. You can ask questions. And we have some different things that we want to go a little deeper on and talk to you all about. So those workshops are open to men and women. If you ever, want to participate, our website is going to be up soon, and we'll have those workshops available for you. Of course, one of the workshops is You Got This, and then you'll be able to, go on to the website, and which is beautifulpeopleriseup.org. We haven't released it yet, but you can, write that down. It should be up soon. Once we post it, it'll be on our, of course, Facebook page, that you will see that we have our website up and going. And also, we have a private community on also Facebook, and it's just called Beautiful People Rise Up. We have so many amazing people who have joined already, and they post what they do, who they are. We have people that post their TV shows. They post their books. I mean, they post music, whatever it is that they want. Some people do positive quotes. If you're a positive person, we want to connect with you. We want to know who you are, because what I've learned is don't do life alone. We need to do life together. We need to cheer each other on. We need to support one another. And, we can look at you, give you thumbs up. Hey, we see you. We see you. So once again, you got this. I'm Chastity, right?
And I'm Yama Garrett Fleming.
Yes, and we are hosting You Got This. This is really cool. I had a great time. Yama.
Always.
And I'm, we went on, but I believe that whoever watches this, they're going to receive, whether you jump in the middle, the end, or you watch a couple minutes, whatever time. If you watch the whole thing, you're really going to be blessed. But get what you need. If it's one thing that you just need to work on, just work on that one thing. But just remember, you got this. You were put here at this time and season to be a light unto the world. So be that light. Be that person that God has called you to be, in confidence. Be secure. Even if you don't have all the answers, you have enough to take the next step. So remember, you got this. I'm Chastity Wright once again, and this is
Yama Garrett Fleming.
And we are your hosts for this evening, and we look forward to seeing you in the future. Have a blessed
Have a blessed night. Bye.